In the 12-year history of UMass Boston women's hockey, they had never seen a day like Saturday, January 31st. Less than 6 months after the passing of Hall of Famer Katherine Wall, the program brought together current players, alumni, and members of Katherine Wall's family for a unique event. Hello and welcome to another episode of Behind the Beacon. I'm your host, Pepper Baker. In this episode, we will detail important events that happened during the Beacon's special day, as they honored their alumni and Katherine Wall.
We had several people working extremely hard for weeks looking up to this event, and all the work we put in, we never expected we'd get the turnout that we did that day. The 800 people that were here, we thought we'd get half. The alumni that committed to play, we thought we'd get a third of that. So it's just amazing to see all the work that we put in and what we got back. And it really shows what people think about this place and how special UMass Boston is to them.
UMB has always been a place where you feel like you have a second family, and this showed again through the love, thought, and time put into this event. I would like to start with a quick story about my first encounter with the infamous Katherine Wall. It was my freshman year, suiting up for a home game, and Coach walks in with a couple of kids with Timbs and Arlington High warm-ups on. As we all got dressed and watched the kids get the tour, I thought, I wonder if these kids would fit in here. Then Coach introduced us to the recruits, Katherine Wall, and I actually don't remember the other girl's name. And there are a few reasons for that. One being that Wall is obviously a great sports name, one that would mean half the athletic department wouldn't know Wall or Wally wasn't actually her first name. The other reason I cannot remember the other recruit is simply because Katherine Wall left a memorable impression on you, whether it was 5 minutes or 5 years spent together.
Katherine was very special. I'm sorry, I haven't really cried much. She was very special. She loved UMass Boston. It was her home. It was the best 4 years of her life, and she said that many times. It was because of people that she played with. It was because of administrators. It was because of coaches. And this will always be a special place to us, to the Wall family.
She was an incredible teammate, person, and many of my personal memories involve something Wally and I were doing together. I was lucky enough to be line mates with Wall for some of our careers, and that is so special to me. She always wanted to improve and do what was best for the team and for the UMB community. I can remember coming off a shift and chatting about what we could do better, and Wall saying, maybe if you could catch up to me, that would help. Where my speed lacked, Wall picked it up for me. That's the person she was, making light of situations, but always bringing people up around her, making them want to be a better player, teammate, and person. No one will ever be able to accomplish what Wall did at UMass and Arlington. Not that many people in this world are as talented at everything, all while being a genuinely incredible, selfless person.
I was very, very lucky to have known Katherine in many ways. The Walls lived right next door to me, back home in Arlington. As a kid, I watched Katherine out of my window, practicing the 3 sports she excelled in throughout her life: soccer, hockey, and softball. Her determination to improve in every aspect of those sports was remarkable. Katherine was not just my neighbor, she was a close friend, a coach, and an inspiration to not only me, but thousands of people. I would not be standing here speaking to all of you if it was not for her. And I am so thankful I get to be a part of this family. The amount of people here shows the wide impact that Katherine made during her short but tremendous life.
Although we are heartbroken, we should be grateful that we were blessed to have had this incredible person in our lives. I could go on and on with stories that would make me laugh, cry, and probably even say, wow, how do we get in trouble and not hurt doing those silly things? I mean, who wears matching onesie pajamas and hides in the overhead compartments on the bus waiting to stare at their coaches? There was never a dull moment, and I know that Katherine's legacy will live on at UMass through the lives she has touched and the community she has helped to build. Thank you all for coming and sharing this day to celebrate the amazing life of our friend and teammate. And thank you for giving me this chance to talk briefly about my friend. Lastly, I would like to thank the Wall family. Thank you for sharing Katherine with us. You shaped her into a remarkable woman who will never be forgotten, and each of us is a better person for having known her. Thank you.
UMass Boston women's hockey raised over $3,500 in merchandise, raffle ticket sales, and the auctioning of custom jerseys. All proceeds will go to the Katherine Wall Foundation. Thank you for watching. I'm Pepper Baker.